And if yes, what punishment do you think would be enough for these people?
Well, I think that now that yes, the agency focus on public warning. The agency are taking the following steps, collaborating with security agencies. I think NAFDAC has over the time encouraged the public to always report such scams to relevant authorities. So those are steps taken to curb or to investigate such issues.
Yeah.
Again, another way which such should be taken is by, how do I put it, say, sites.
Yeah.
Like faceless sites, those fraudulent, the agency, internal security, and IT must monitor faceless sites and social media accounts that impersonate NAFDAC website. And when persons are, they must be dealt with according to the law. These persons should be used as scapegoats so that others who wants to learn can learn.
Okay, sir. So coming from the side of the law, like I said, is there a certain or specified punishment for these people? Like, we'll say a year in prison, 2 years in prison. Is there anything of such at the moment?
Definitely. It varies. It definitely depends on the offense, level of offense, and our categories of offenses. There are punishments legally provided by the Act, yes, that regulates the operation of NAFDAC. There are.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for that. So let's move to the second story immediately because of time. It says the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, Engineer Bayo Ojulari, has said that the corporation lacks the capacity to run a refinery, stressing that the reoperationalization of the Port Harcourt refinery and petrochemical company has a huge waste of resources. Ojulari made the disclosure on Wednesday while speaking at the ongoing 2026 Nigerian International Energy Summit. He said effective refinery operations require adequate financing, competent engineering, procurement and construction, EPC contractors, as well as strong operational and maintenance capacity conditions. He said NNPC presently does not meet. The Port Harcourt refinery, rehabilitated at the cost of about $1.5 billion under the leadership of former NNPC GCEO Mele Kyari, was reopened in November 2024 after nearly 3 years of rehabilitation. However, it was shut down again in May 2025 following sustained financial losses. Ojulari explained that a detailed review of the refinery's operations revealed that it was running at a significant loss. The first thing that became clear was that we were running at a monumental loss to Nigeria. We were just wasting money. I can say that confidently now, he said. He questioned how the facility continued to record losses despite regular crude supply. Ojulari said NNPC is now seeking reliable partners with proven experience in refinery management to operate the country's refineries. Now, my question would be, sir, given the $1.5 billion spent on rehabilitation, who should be held accountable for the Port Harcourt refinery's continued losses and shutdown? Who do you think should be held, should be held accountable for Port Harcourt refinery's continued losses and shutdown?
Well, I think the GCO or General Executive Officer of the Port Harcourt refinery, or even that of the NNPC, the previous GCO Kyari, right?
Yes, Mele Kyari.
He should be held accountable. Yes, Mary Kyari should be held accountable because he is in charge. He knows what is going on in that place and what is not going on in that place. He knows if the refinery is operational or not. He knows what is happening there and decide to inject some. So Mary should be held accountable for those losses.
Okay, thank you very much. So what steps is the agency, do you have any idea there are any steps the agency is taking to strengthen public awareness, of its official communication channels?
I didn't get you.
I'm asking, do you think there are any steps the agency is taking to strengthen public awareness, of its official communication channels?
Well, I cannot step to what the dealer has done by coming public to inform the public that this is not obtainable, this is not sustainable. NNPC or refinery should not be given to contractors like they have always been doing. Rather, it should be given to partners. I think those are steps that has been taken by the NNPC.
Oh, okay, sir. So my last question on this story, are there ongoing investigations to identify and, prosecute those behind the fraudulent notice?
I can't tell, I don't know. But if Ojulari will make this statement indicting the previous, that is Carey, Mary Carey, then there should be a panel set up to investigate what his claims or his allegations. But to say that there are steps taken or there are investigations going on at the moment, I am not an insider, so I can't give such information. And
Okay.
I don't think such information is out there for the public consumption.
Okay, so but coming from the side of the law, I mean, I'm always talking about this because you're also a legal practitioner. Is there any specific punishment for these people?
Of course, of
Okay.
course. You see, the law is that every crime has punishment prescribed for them. For a public officer to misappropriate public fund, there are punishments meant for them, but for them to serve this punishment or for them to be sanctioned under those laws, the court must prove them guilty. They must be taken to court and the court determine them guilty of the offense or otherwise. And when they are found guilty, the punishment will be given to them. There are punishments.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your contributions on this story. So we'll go on a short break now, and when we return, we will continue with the rest of the stories. Please stay with us.
Thank you.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Now to the rest of our stories. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and a civil society group, the Eagle Crime Awareness and Prevention Initiative, have vowed to intensify the seizure of assets linked to drug trafficking and properties used to harbor drug dealers across Lagos State. This was contained in a statement by the founder and president of ECAPI, Sam Adams, on Tuesday and obtained by Punch Metro. According to him, the vow was made on Saturday during a massive anti-drug advocacy campaign organized by the Lagos State Strategic Command of the NDLEA in collaboration with ECAPI, as the agencies took their sensitization drive to major drug-prone areas of the state. He also disclosed plans to expand the anti-drug advocacy campaign to all 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, adding that ECAPI would continue to work with law enforcement agencies to sustain the momentum. Adams described the partnership with the NDLEA as productive, noting that similar collaborations had been extended to other security and anti-graft agencies. According to the statement, the Lagos State NDLEA commander, Abubakar Wali, during the sensitization, said the agency was strengthening its enforcement strategy by focusing on the recovery of proceeds of drug-related crimes. He stressed that properties used to harbor drug dealers would no longer be spared, noting that asset forfeiture was a powerful deterrent in the fight against illicit drugs. Wali added that the agency was placing renewed emphasis on prevention and community reorientation, describing the street sensitization exercise as a critical component of the drug war. Now, focus on this story, sir. I want to ask, how will NDLEA identify and legally, seize properties used to harbor drug dealers without infringing on innocent owners' rights?
Okay. You see, one thing I discovered with human is that human requires a very stricter handling or a hard handling for them to comply to laws and behave the way they ought to behave. NDLA has carried out a series of campaigns, sensitization workshops to see that the level of drug peddling is reduced drastically. But this effort has always been undermined by those involved, those in this drug team, particularly the vendors, the producers, those persons who are into these things. Yes, I agree with earlier to seize properties where these drugs are being carried out, but then they must do it in accordance with the law. They must do it in sync with the law governing or regulating the activities. Again, you want to seize a property, you must ensure that you take the property and the owner to court and prove to the court, because it's a crime, and in crime you prove beyond reasonable doubt and prove to the court that this property is being used by such illegal activities. The owner of the property is aware of that activity carried out in that premises or using the property to carry out such activity. By doing this, the law can give you the aid. The law can give the NDLA the aid to seize or forfeit, the owners to forfeit the properties. So it is not a thing of NDLA seeing some persons in the property or in the premises carrying out their drug or illicit drug activities and they bundle the whole place and shut down the place, declare the place seized. No, it doesn't work that way. By so doing, they will infringe on innocent citizens' rights, because a property owner, let's say a landlord, can lease out a property to a company believing that they are carrying out legitimate business activities, only to find out that through the information from the NDLA that those persons they gave their properties to are using them for illegal or illicit drug activities. You can't say such a person's property should be seized. And that's why I said, if such is found, they must carry out the investigation, taking the owners of the building and the persons are arrested, the very drug dealers, to court and prove to the court that the owners of the properties knows about the activities going on in that premises or being carried out in that property, and where the owner does not know and where they could not prove that to the court, the owners must go with their properties because they didn't give out their properties for to be used for crimes. They have no knowledge of crime being committed. So, in essence, what I'm saying is that NDLA, once a property is found to be used for crime, carrying out illegal drug activities, they must go to court. They must take the properties to court. They must investigate to know if the owner of the property has a link, has anything to do with the activities being carried out in that environment. And when their investigation proves successful, they can take them to court. When the investigation proves unsuccessful, that is that the owner does not know what, there's no point taking them to court. Return their properties to them and charge the culprits, the suspects, let me use the word.
All right.
Yeah, the suspects to court.
Thank you so much for responding to that. So my last question on this story would be, beyond enforcement, what concrete prevention strategies are in place as the campaign expands nationwide? Because I believe that the campaign is expanding. So what concrete prevention strategies are in place what concrete prevention strategies do you think should be in place as the campaign expands nationwide?
I think door-to-door campaign is important.
Okay.
Neighbor-to-neighbor campaign is important. Friend-to-friend campaign is important. These things should not be left for just the NDLA alone because drug is even persons who are not related to those drug addicts or drug dealers also feel the effect of drugs when they are close to them. So the effect of drugs is tremendous. So it should be issue that every same individual must engage and support the jail to carry out one-on-one interaction campaign, door-to-door campaign, neighbor-to-neighbor campaign, whereby when you see these persons, you find a way and discuss with them. Because most persons does not listen to news. Most persons does not attend to some of the workshops. Most of these drug persons dealing with drugs, taking drugs, most of them don't go to some of those campaigns. They don't go to those workshops, those seminars organized by the NDLA. You see, so NDLA must devise a means of using neighbors to talk to their neighbors, using friends to talk to their friends, using family members to talk to their related family members.
All right, Tim. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so good to have you on the show today. We're so excited that you were, you are part of this. We've come to the end of today's stories. I just want to say thank you once more for being here. Thank you so much for your contributions on this story. We're really grateful. So, watch us live on www.atlanticnetwork.tv, Able TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Everstech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Connect with us on 18 socials, subscribe, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, on X, Atlantic TV Net. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Francis Necker.